Hello and welcome. In this video we're going to be looking at the final boss fight in Mortal Shell. This fight is against the Unchained. Now you won't be able to fight this guy until you've killed the other three major bosses, that's Imrod, Tarsus and Crixus. Once you've done those, hand in the glands to the prisoner at the Fulgrim Tower, and then you'll be able to jump down a hole where he was, and this is what you'll be faced with. Before the fight begins, you do have to, well you don't have to, you can skip it, but it's interesting just for the bit of the story where the Unchained, he's a bit pissed off really. You've done all the stuff he wanted to do, got in the glands, released him, and now he's full of self-pity because his plan hasn't worked. And pretty much, if he can't ascend to being absolutely brilliant, neither can you, so he's going to try and kill you. Going into this fight, I'm using Harris the Vassal, he's fully upgraded. I'm using the hollowed sword with the mechanical spike, that's also upgraded to +5. And before I came into the fight I also made sure I was stocked up on healing items, so you'll see we've got an absolute boatload of roasted rat to help us through it. Okay, here we go. As you can see, we're fighting in a very similar looking arena to where you began when you were shellless, shall we say. So it's like the whole game has come back to the start. In terms of the Unchained's attacks, there's one of them. He'll slide towards you and swipe. We'll follow that up with a tail swing such as that. These are quite easy to dodge if I'm honest. If you get stuck, just harden, but you can dodge out of the way. These are all just pretty standard sort of 2-3 swing combos, nothing too much to worry about at all. You can see he's doing his slide again. A tail swipe. But with each of these you can see it's quite easy enough to just get in 1 or 2 hits as you go. He has got quite a big health pool, so you don't want to be too greedy. So these waves are another one of his mechanics. Quite annoying. The best way to avoid the wave is to actually roll through it. If you can dodge roll through it, you'll be absolutely fine. But as you saw there, I got caught, so it will knock you down, do a little bit of damage, not too much, but more importantly, it will knock you on your arse, making you very vulnerable to his leaping attack that you probably noticed him doing. You see there, you can also harden through it. Now the space in this arena as well is also very, very generous, so you can get a good distance away from him in order to heal up. Yeah, you will see through this, there are quite a few little bugs. That's the camera which seems to have moved under the water, unfortunately. Later on in the fight we do get actually knocked out of the arena and have to make our way back in. Now this is a stage to look out for, so at roughly 50% of his health, he's going to call out all these extra adds. Now on their own they don't do an awful lot of damage, but you can very, very soon, very quickly find yourself overwhelmed and they will take you down in very quick succession. They only take 1 hit to get though, but you do definitely have to be on your guard with them. So when you see those, ignore the boss, and take out the ads. So this is the bit where I randomly got knocked completely out of the fight. But it was quite nice, it gave me an opportunity to heal up. Just casually stroll back to the fight, once I can find him, that is. I did think at this stage that maybe I wasn't going to be able to find him. Thankfully you can see him there in the distance. Didn't want to have to start the fight again. That's not some glitch or anything clever I've done, purely a bug in the fight, unfortunately. Now, very shortly, he's going to begin a new move set. So it's roughly when he's got a third of his health left, he'll disappear, and a big whirlpool will appear in the middle of the map, and loads of ads are going to appear. So once again, the ads are very, very easy to kill. However, they will be continually getting sucked into the whirlpool, as will you. For every ad that goes into the whirlpool, he's going to get a bit of his health back. And if you go into the whirlpool, you are dead, so make sure you keep out of the way of it. So I would recommend taking out some of the safer ads. Don't want to go too near the middle of the whirlpool. However, even if all of them went in, it'd probably only go back up to roughly half his health, so it's not too horrendous. You can see, like I mentioned before, if you let these ads gang up on you, it can give you a very, very tough time. So there we go, this is the whirlpool phase. I did get caught out on this on my first attempt. Ended up getting sucked in. There you go, you can see the ads all just sliding the way over. Just be really, really, really mindful of going into the whirlpool yourself. This is here, I'm getting quite close, but you can just dodge out. And now the remainder of the fight is just the same as the first phases, really. So just watching out for his really obvious attacks. Use these sides of the unit to your advantage so you can heal up or use any other items you want to. Be patient when you're going into attack. Don't be too greedy. 2 hits can be enough. If you're going for 3s or 4s, you're just going to start getting clipped. That is no good. So we should just watch this fight till the end. there you have it, folks. The Unchained is dead. You could probably do it a lot quicker than I did. I was very cautious. This was my second attempt at him, so I was still learning him. But even without having lots of tries at taking him out, it was relatively easy to do, if not a little bit time consuming. Key things there, once again, is don't be too greedy with your attacks. Roll through the waves rather than harden, which I noticed I did most of it. I did find that you can just roll through them, which is quite easy. And when the ads come, take them out as quickly as possible so that you don't get overwhelmed. Now, I would point at, I will get my words out, I would point out at this point that if you do choose to take the gland from him now, you will immediately go into New Game Plus. So if there's anything you want to do before you go into New Game Plus, do not take out the gland. However, if you don't take out the gland, you will have to fight him again in order to progress to New Game Plus. And that is the Unchained. So thanks for watching, hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video.